Why, hello, friends. Sorry I've been a little quiet lately. For those of you that are newer to our community, I am Kelly Lepart, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers build their teams and their businesses and increase their revenue by using manifestation and mindset techniques. So how do you do that, right? Like everybody is harping on strategy, right? Oh, you got to do this to grow your business. You have to do this to grow your business. Well, I have a secret for you. Every single one of those strategies can absolutely work. And yes, they are important because if you're not taking action in your business, then it's not growing, right? But why is mindset the key that is going to unlock that door into your success, right? Well, the reason is because everything hinges back to how you are thinking, right? Like if you don't think you're going to succeed at something, you're not going to succeed. That's just as easy as that. But if you are like knowing that you can be more and that you can be successful, but you just don't know how, right? You have all the strategies, you have all the tools, but you just don't know how to take action on that. That's where this comes into play, right? Because how you're thinking literally controls everything that you do, right? It either puts you into motion or it takes you out of motion. And it's so important to recognize that, your thinking is really, it's your attitude, right? It's your thoughts, your feelings, and your action. The whole kit and caboodle is your attitude. And we have an attitude about absolutely everything. Whether it's making dinner or running around doing all the mom stuff or showing up in our business, showing up in our relationships, we have an attitude about everything. And how is that created? That's our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions, right? So mindset is so essential. And something that we don't realize is that a lot of our thinking, mass majority of our thinking, which is like 95%, is automatic. We run on autopilot most of the day. We have our habits and we just naturally flow into them. You've created a habit of how you go about stepping into your day, how you go about doing your business, how you connect with people, right? And even though it might not be working really well, we continue to do it because we think, oh, if I just do this more, if I'm really consistent and I work harder at this, it's eventually going to turn around. How many have ever felt that? Put a 1 in the comments. I have really, I had to take a hard look at what I was doing. And I kept thinking, oh, okay, I need more money, so I need to work harder. There are a lot of people out there that make a lot of money. Yes, there are the ones that work really hard and they don't get to enjoy the life that they're creating because they're working all of it. Well, I choose not to follow that path, right? And then there are ones that they have that balance, that life-work balance, right? And they don't have to work hard and they just make it look easy. And it's easy to put into your head, well, there's something special about them. They had it all lined up for them. Well, no, that's not the case. They were thinking differently. And so when we think differently, everything is energy. Everything in this world is energy, right? So, everything is always in motion. So if you took, a microscope and looked at this bottle, you would see that it would be moving. When even after we pass away, after the life energy from our bodies goes to the next space, there's a reason why your body turns to dust, even though the soul is no longer there. It's always vibrating. It's still moving. It's returning to the earth, right? It's always in motion. So that is the same for our thoughts, right? Like, I know you can recognize when maybe someone walked into the room and you either felt maybe they were really upset or angry. You could feel them. Like, you didn't even have to see them. You felt it. And you were like, I'm going to move this way. I'm going to get out of that space, right? Because they were projecting their thoughts, their energy out. And this is something that lots of people maybe aren't comfortable in connecting with, or even understanding, right? So it's our thoughts that, and how we're thinking and what we're thinking of, that is going to move us forward or hold us back. And so when you are building a business, when you are, releasing excess weight, when you are training for that marathon, or, it's the mindset. Like, every single one of you is possible. It's possible for you to achieve those goals, but not everybody will. So what sets those that do apart from those that don't? It's how they're thinking, right? So and then, how you're thinking will absolutely impact how you're showing up and what you're doing in order to, achieve whatever that is that you want to achieve. So mindset is so, so important. And then, so there's lots of mindset books out there and lots of mindset gurus out there. Like, what makes what we teach different? So, like I mentioned before, we have a habit for everything, right? Every single thing that we do, we have a habit for doing it, whether it's eating, whether it's getting up for your morning routine, whether it's your bed routine, whether it's in your business, in parenting, and connecting with other people. We have a habit. Those habits control everything that you do, right? And most of them you do unconsciously. That's why they're a habit. Like, you don't even have to think about it and you do it, right? But if you're continuing to get the same results that you're not wanting, if you see this cycle coming back around, then what that indicates is you've got to change how you're thinking about things. And so the habit has to change. So how does that habit change? Well, that's what we teach you how to do, is how to connect and recognize what those habits that aren't serving you are, and how to change the thinking behind them. And then our thoughts connect with their feelings. We have an emotion, we have a feeling about almost everything. And then that feeling is going to either put you into motion or it's going to stop you, right? So, like, if you're feeling really joyful and happy, like, you're going to go forward and like, woohoo, let's keep doing this. But if you have something that's like scary or frightening, you stop in your tracks, right? You're like, oh, and you don't move. So it's that same thing in your business, right? So if you are like really rocking it, seeing lots of success, you're going to keep moving forward, right? And you're going to keep showing up. But if you're not, and your thinking isn't in line, then your body's going to stop going in motion. The body is an instrument of the mind, right? And nothing happens until you make an action. You take a movement, right? You make a decision on what direction you're going to go. And so the action gets a reaction, right? So when you go out and do something, that's going to give you a reaction. If you are going out and connecting with people, they're going to respond to you. If you are stopping, connecting with people, they're going to stop responding and your business isn't going to grow. So your mindset is essential for you to invest in, right? Yes, you need to have a good you need to have a good strategy, right? But the strategy isn't the most important part of your success. The most important part is your thinking. And you may not know it yet, but you have a gold mine in your mind right now. You just need to learn how to unlock it, right? And if it's things that you are thinking that aren't serving you, maybe they're old beliefs that are holding you back, then that's just another habit. That's a habit of thinking, right? That either holds you in that space or moves you forward. So we can change those habits. It is possible to change those beliefs, because I guarantee that every belief that you have about yourself isn't serving you. If you aren't where you want to be and doing the things that you want to do, then that just tells me that you have beliefs that aren't serving you. So if you are ready to step out of those beliefs and step out of this cage that you have created for yourself and step into that life of freedom, then it's essential that you step into that mindset work and really put that attention there. And the leaders that I've been connected to in the past, that they impressed upon me that it was really, really important to focus on the mindset. And that's why you're here. That's why you're in this community, because you recognize that, right? But I don't want you to just learn more, take more information. We have been conditioned since we were little kids to absorb information, right? You sit in that classroom and you learn, but not much has been taught on taking action, on actually doing the things that you're learning. And that is another thing that we teach you. And we change that habit. We teach you how to take action, right? So if this has been helpful, I hope that you will let me know and send me a DM and just let me know what you got out of this, or just put it in the comments. What did you get out of this? Do you recognize how important your mindset is? And are you ready to step into that next space? Because your success is already here and waiting. It's here for you. You just need to rise yourself up and align with it. And the only way that happens is by your thinking, changing how you're thinking about things. Because if doing more was going to get you where you want to go, you'd already be there by now. Let's just be honest. Okay? It's the thinking that has to change. And that will help you to align with what it is you want, whether it's success in your business or a shift in your relationships, or, releasing weight, or success in your athletics, whatever that is. It all starts in the mind. Okay? All right. Love and light, my friends. Expect abundance, and I'll talk to you soon.